Hello, Yarrow Stanchak back at you. This is the last video of the series, the 22.0 series, and this is video 22.0C. The difference that we have here is that the wiring here has been changed to a full series arrangement through the coils. Everything is wired in series. The total resistance in this particular instance is 4.3 ohms, give or take, while the first one-wire series was 2.2 ohms, and then the parallel series was 1.1 ohms. So some interesting differences here, and we're going to do the same type of thing. You will see right away that there's a marked change in the performance, but we're going to compensate for that. We're going to start off at 24 volts, and then we're going to jack the puppy up to 48 volts. Same type of loads, and we'll see what the comparisons look like from a data standpoint. All right, let's crank it up and get it on a roll. Start off at 24 volts. Yep, gotta nudge it a little bit, just a hair off. Notice right away that it accelerates much slower here at 24 volts. In comparison to the other ones, but we're drawing really a minuscule 0.3 amps at this point. The RPM that we're running at 24 volts is 2,390, substantially less. And let's give it a load here. We'll correct as we go along. We're going to put the old 600 gram load onto it. It does slow it down a bit, for sure. And I'm going to tweak this a bit. It's pretty good. So we got 0.65 at 24.03, and the RPM here would be 2,037. And the load, the actual load in this instance, is 590 grams. Okay, let's see if we can bog it down by going to 1,000. And nope, haven't bogged it down yet. This is actually a fairly robust configuration here with the 2 coils and 6 poles. And efficiency is running about 50% on it. Actually fairly impressive. But it does not quite pull the amount of horsepower as the other configurations. So the RPM in this last instance is 1,817. Alright, let's try something a little bit different. And we're going to crank this up now 48 volts. That'll give you kind of a comparison to 24 volts in the other configuration. So theoretically, if we double the voltage, we should pretty much double the RPM. Let's see if that holds true. The RPM at this time is 4807, 4,807. Pretty much double that. Seems to work pretty good that way. And everything looks to be pretty stable. Let's put the load onto it. Alright, so we have a little adjustment here. And about 48 volts, about as close as I can get it. Could probably expand this. Stabilize it. The pattern is a little bit different, but has the same characteristics as the prior two runs. Anyway, at this point we're 0.81 amperes and 4257 for 600 grams for the RPM, 4,257. So, jacking up the load here, see what happens. Well, it did slow it down a little bit, but this is, I'm kind of liking this configuration here. And the actual numbers show that we're running pretty close to a 50% efficiency with this particular arrangement, which is a little bit better than the first two. Anyway, so we see that we're at 1.05, give or take, and the RPM here is 3,913. So, now you see the differences between the different types of coil arrangements and wiring. Again, bear in mind, this is only 2 coils, and runs fairly strong, that's for sure. Thanks for watching.